Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. For the past several years, the Attleboro Arts Museum and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Committee of Greater Attleboro have offered the Edmonia Lewis Art Education Scholarship for African Americans in the area. The scholarship provides financial assistance for several of the museum's classes. Even with the coronavirus pandemic, the museum is accepting applications for the scholarship. We spoke with Museum Director Mim Fawcett to learn more.
The Reynolds Family Attleboro Arts Museum Edmonia Lewis Scholarship Fund is still quite active at the museum. And it is a very special program that we started over 2 years ago. And it's actually very near and dear to me. We started up the program with a contribution from one of our former trustees, Steve Reynolds, who passed away not long after he donated the funds. And we have a restricted account, a very secure account that will help to fund art classes for art students of all ages and also adult-child pairs that are African American. What we are hoping to do with this program is to provide cultural opportunities to Black individuals that might not have the chance to sponsor an art class, but have always been interested in either dabbling or experiencing an art appreciation lecture, or just engaging in a workshop that involves a gallery tour. And the program has been just remarkable so far. Interestingly, it's all been kids, young adults, or 17, I think, was the oldest recipient for an award so far. But then we had an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. And I have had wonderful responses from the students themselves in how happy they are to be taking the class, and I get to see the work that they do. So there's a tangible result. There's another special benefit. Edmonia Lewis was an African-American sculptor, little known. And through the wonderful work of Ethel Garvin, who heads up the MLK committee, she identified Edmonia Lewis as someone who could bear the name of this scholarship program. So all those who participate, do get to learn about this wonderful sculptor who really broke ground in so many ways, and then also get to use their own hands to create art. The fund is administered by the Martin Luther King Jr. Committee of Greater Attleboro. And if you go to their site and also to our site at www.attleboroartsmuseum.org, you will see the Edmonia Lewis Scholarship. And there's an application process. It's a rolling admission. We are very willing to work with the potential student to find a fit for them. What are they interested in? What level of experience do they have? You do not have to be a professional artist. You do not have to be a current art student. You just have to have the desire to want to learn more about the arts. And it's a very straightforward application. And that gets submitted, and we have partnered with the MLK committee, and they make the decision on who receives the scholarship. The scholarships are awarded several times, typically 4 times a year. And it's a very active program, and we couldn't be happier that it is thriving, particularly in these times that are so complex. This is a wonderful and necessary program.